Hey guys, it's Miyagi Joe, back with you guys once again. Today we're going to talk about another awesome topic. So, we're going to talk about today is, last night I watched The Rings of Power Episode 7, aka the penultimate episode. And if you guys remember Episode 6, shit went down in this show's first season. Mordor has been revealed. It had Mount Doom and start erupting and causing all the different Southlands and everything to go just absolutely berserk and crazy. And we had a war, or a start of a war, against the orcs and all the and the people of Numenor and all these different armies. And it was so crazy to see the Southland people and the Numenor people and the elves come together. It felt like truly we're building up to the Battle of the Last Alliance, and that really feels awesome to say that we're probably going to get to that point. But this episode, because it was a penultimate episode, there were lives lost, and when the dust settled, orcs have invested the land, and this episode even ended with Mordor finally being called Mordor. So like when the whole Valley of all Middle Earth happened, they literally like, oh, we can't call this the Southlands anymore. What's it came? This is now Mordor. So now Middle Earth is divided up. So you got the Southlands, you got the Shire, you got the Elven Kingdom, you know, Rivendell, all those great things. And you got the Dwarven place in Moria, which we're going to get to in a minute because we got some pretty freaking awesome stuff to talk about in Moria. I love the tension between the Dwarf King in this episode. Kind of reminded me of Thor and Oakenshield in the third Hobbit movie. We're kind of going mad with dragon sickness, and we're just seeing how greedy these dwarfs are. And so apparently they were sitting on a mountain of Mithril, aka the stuff that Bilbo Baggins gives to Frodo to, you know, protect from being stabbed by all the different creatures. And so it's like it's like the vibranium of their universe. It's crazy. But the twist was, when they threw a rock into a piece of Mithril with the rest of it to keep it safe and away from the elves after they banished Elrond from the Dwarven Kingdom, you got to see our worst fears were realized. Because this was Moria. When that thing hit the ground, it went past all the other Mithril and went deep down into the misty mountains of Moria, and lava was discovered. But this was not where Sauron's lair was. No, we're saving that for the finale. What we got to see was far worse. The Balrog of Morgoth was at the bottom of Moria. So he has now been unleashed. They have awoken the Balrog. So trouble is coming in Middle-earth for sure. Remember, by the end of this episode, the orcs take over, Mordor's born. So this was a pretty solid episode. There was death, there was plans being forged, very good performance. Galadriel really gave her all, and you really see her pain and what she's gone through. We learned quite a bit of her backstory, which is pretty good. I don't know, there's something funny about Halbrand. He still kind of has he could be Sauron hiding in disguise with these people, or he could be someone different. And the stranger, hopefully we find out more about the stranger in the finale, because there's still quite a bit to learn about this show. I'm going to give The Rings of Power Episode 7, titled The Eye. Now I will say, I got to take a point off because it's called The Eye, and this episode does not refer to Sauron at all. So I'm going to give this episode a 7.5 out of 10 instead of an 8, because I got to take a point off. Because if you call an episode The Eye and you don't reference Sauron in any way, mistake. I'm just saying, okay?
Yeah, fucked it up.
Yep. Have a good day, guys. I know you're saving it for the finale. I'm excited for the finale. It looks great. Thanks for watching.